we'll just have a little chit chat before we get started at about 7:02 or 7:03 when people start to join. Hey, Facebook, how's everybody this Sunday? I'll give you guys a second to join and then we will get started. QTHER305. What's your real name? And do you have a business? I'm talking to people over here on Instagram. Hey, Lisa, how you doing? Raquel is here tonight. Hey, Raquel. I don't know, when was the last time you saw her, Lisa? Hey, Cordell, how are you? Thanks for joining. I'm going to have Raquel say hi real quick. Your cousin Lisa has joined my live feed. You want to say hi to her? Yes, it's your cousin Lisa. Hey, Jaleesa, thanks for joining. This is my daughter, Raquel. Your cousin Lisa. Ashley, oh, yeah. Yes, it has been a while. I'm doing great, Cordell. Thank you for joining. Meant to Prosper over on Instagram land. Thank you for joining. I'm live on Facebook and Instagram, so if there's a delay in me talking to you, it's not personal, just trying to make sure I catch everybody's comments and everyone that's joining. Hi, Laverne. Thank you for joining. She said, hey. Hey, Jawan. How are you? I don't think you've ever joined my session before. So my rule is, if this is your first time joining, you join to see what's going on. We'll stay and enjoy. What's your real name? QT. How do you pronounce that? QTHER305. How do you pronounce that? So if this is your first time joining, tell us your name and where you're from if your Facebook name isn't your real name. Hi, Pharaoh. Thank you for joining. So you guys got to see my daughter for a quick second. Hi, Lennox and Chris. Oh, that one came in together. I've never seen that happen before on Facebook. So we're just doing a little bit of chit chat before we get started. Hi, Mighty Omega Man over on Instagram. Thank you for joining. How was your weekend, everybody? What'd you guys do? I had a kind of busy weekend this weekend. A friend of mine came in. Oh, the Poconos in PA. How fun. She came in town from Nigeria. So we only see each other maybe once every 6 months or so. Our daughters went to I get it was daycare together, so they hadn't even started school yet, and we used to work together. So that was fun, hanging out with her for a little bit this weekend. And I did some community service. I don't know if you guys saw my post. I went live for like 3 minutes just to show where we were and what my best friend was doing. It was pretty awesome. We went to a soup kitchen and helped them decorate their facility for Christmas. So it was really, really pretty after we did it. I was really surprised. And we took all old decorations and refurbished them to make new things. So maybe I'll post all the pictures of what we did. It was really, really nice. Hey, Landon, thanks for joining. Hey, Mr. Hopkins, good to see you as well. All right. If you have a business, always give people an opportunity to do a shout out. If you have a business, shout out what you do. We'll start with that. And for those of you that don't know me and this is your first time joining, I'm Renee Butler. I am the Life Over Coach. I'm a speaker, an award-winning business owner, and a certified project manager. I teach you how to organize and prioritize your life and your goals, and I also teach you how to monetize your ideas and your products. So simply put, I teach you how to get your life and get your money. So today is Happy Sunday, what I call our date night. We are going to be talking about how to handle changes in your business as the market shifts. Hey, Alex, thanks for joining. Hey, Shauna, thanks for joining. Good to see you guys. Like I said, if this is your first time, tell us where you're from. So we are going to get started. Other people can join in. And if you are late, you can always go back and watch the replay because I keep those on my Facebook page, on Instagram. They do go away. All right, so we're talking about shift happens because let's face it, things do happen in our lives that sometimes we cannot control. Oh, you're in Largo. I didn't know you were that close. Well, that's good to hear. But I always want you guys, hey, Angie, thanks for joining. I always want you all to be prepared. So for me, it's very important that you are intentional with your planning and being prepared. So I'm going to share a few tips on what I do and help my clients with when we're talking about what industries they're in and preparing for different shifts in the market. And most of the time, people think I'm talking about only bad things. Well, no. So tip number one, got your pens and papers? You guys ready? Number one. Okay, he said we'll talk offline. That's fine, great. And if you guys have questions, go ahead and just post your questions and I'll get to them. If I don't get to them right away, I do spend about 5 minutes at the end answering questions. And this is your time, this is your free time from me, because if you call me offline, I have to charge you. So think of all your questions and ask them now. Hey, Tiff, thanks for joining. Michael, Thea, hey, Thea. All right, so tip number one. You should always know where you are and what you're worth. So on a monthly basis, ensure that you understand where you sit in the market, how much cash flow you have on hand, how much you have in reserve, and what your business is worth. So like if you were going to sell your business today, what would your business be worth on the street? So let me give you guys some examples. So I'm going to talk about some good things first, and then we'll talk about some bad things. So good things. Let's say you're a small business. Your product is featured on a major network. Now, we've seen this happen in real time, especially during the Oprah days. Hey, David, thanks for joining again. So you're featured on this major network. You're currently producing or maybe selling 50 units of something per week. Suddenly, you have an order for like 2,000 units, and they have to be delivered within a week. So what do? You're going to scream in excitement, yay, I've made it. But what do? Because are you set up to handle that type of production? So do you have alternative vendors that can mass produce at a moment's notice? Do you have like a storage facility to store goods or some type of drop shipping arrangement solution in place? Do you have enough cash on hand that you can pay your vendors up front for the services that you need to either produce that product or make that product? Can your manufacturing facility, hold all of that? So always have a plan in place. So if you explode overnight, you can say, okay, I've got all these things in place, and all I need to do is pick up the phone and say, remember we talked about, and so now I need to implement this solution, or I need to utilize your services, because it could potentially be completely different vendors than what you use right now. So make sure you have those in place. The other thing too is, let's say you're a business that, let's say you have like cupcakes and you only ask people to put down 20% and you ask for your 80% payment later. Well, you got this big event with this, high profile client in your neighborhood or your city, and they make an order for 100,000 cupcakes and they put down their 20%. But do you have enough money on hand to fulfill that order? So if you don't, you need to take a look at, if you're not asking for 100% payment up front, you need to think about what are those products and services that you sell and how you get paid to make sure that if you get some large purchase, you can fulfill that order. So review all of your policies, ensure they fit with your business model so that you can adjust to the market. Now, in my case, one of my businesses, I always say, know what you're worth, because we're still talking about number one, know what you're worth, because someone may come in and say, hey, I want to buy your business. I need you to find you on Instagram. Oh, Cordell, I'm just at the Life Over Coach on Instagram. I'm live over here. There's some people over on Instagram as well. So just Google, just type in at the Life Over Coach and you'll find me. Hey, Cassandra, thanks for joining. So back to making sure you always know what you're worth. So in my case, I had someone walk into my facility and, hey, Charles, thanks for joining. They wanted to purchase my business. And because my mentor always said to me, know what you are worth at all times, know how many customers you have, the cash you have on hand, what your inventory looks like, what your assets are. So every month we would review all of that. So by the first of the month, I knew, whether my my price had increased, decreased, what I was worth, how many, clients we had enrolled, everything. So when he walked in the door, I could say, my business is worth this much. And he said, okay, how much would you sell it to me for? So I gave him a price. He said, I'll bring you back cash on Monday. This was a Friday. And I said, okay. So it wasn't necessarily that I was looking to sell my business, but for the right price, you can, because you can always start another one. Remember, this is something that you've done over and over again. You can always sell. I didn't sell my name, I just sold the business. So make sure you, again, go back to that. Always know what you're worth. We're still talking about number one. For those of you who've joined, I'm giving you guys 5 tips today. You can go back and watch the replay. The other reason I say that, for some bad reasons, let's say the market crashes, the economy shifts into a recession, your product is now obsolete, or your competitors may invent something that has like more bells and whistles, or for goodness sake, you or one of your partners dies. Your landlord doubles your rent because your area is going through gentrification. You guys can kind of get the gist of what I'm saying, because I could go on and on and on about all of the bad things that can happen in your industry, that you need to be prepared for. So under this part of it, make sure you guys, again, know the value of all your assets in case the market shifts downward and you may need to liquidate. So you can quickly liquidate your all of your assets, because you still want to try to stay in the green as much as possible. You may not make, let's say you have a profit margin of 50 to 80%. You may not make 50 to 80% profit margin. You're welcome. You need this push. Give me a call. I'll help you get started and get going. And we will rock and roll. I will make you a rock star. Hey, Frank and Troy, thank you for joining. Where were we? Oh, I want you guys to stay in the green as possible so that you don't lose money in case you ever have to liquidate. Let's say you decide, you know what, I'm staying put, I'm not going anywhere, I'm going to keep my business in place and we're going to ride this out. So now you need to understand how to change how you do all of your marketing and all of your promotions with better targeting and better leads. So now you just have to work twice as hard to generate that same amount of money on a monthly basis, because either, you could have rent increase or a recession, but you still have to pay the bills, you still have to pay your employees. All of that isn't going anywhere. All right, the other option that you have is you can sell your business as is. So as part of your planning, you should already know of investors that may be interested in buying your business. So what I always recommend is, after the first few years that you're in business, put your business up for sale and see what the market would offer for it. So then that way you kind of have a middle ground. So as you either grow or, God forbid, you lose sales, you know where you are and kind of what the value is for your current business. Have investors on hand. Sorry, my daughter just came in. Make sure you have investors on hand that if for some reason you needed a sum of money to keep your business afloat, that they can dump some cash into your business to help you get through that slump. If you decide, yes, I'm staying in business, we're going to ride this thing out, this is what I want to do, I've worked so hard, I've put, my blood, sweat, and tears into it. All right, then the next one is you guys should have alternate business models that help you generate multiple streams of income. So let me give you some examples. So typically we sell directly to our customers. Well, think about selling like wholesale to a retailer. You can sell through distributors. You can license your products to sell to other companies. You can sell items at like big auctions. So just make sure, just be creative with how you decide to set up, your sales streams, and make sure you are looking at every available option to get your product out in the market and to get it sold, because ultimately you guys are doing this to make money, right? All right, number 2. I'll let you guys ask a couple questions real quick. Did you guys have any questions about number 1? Number 1 was know where you are and what you're worth on a monthly basis. Reevaluate those numbers so that you know. I know there's a little bit of a delay if you do ask a question. All right, I don't see any questions yet, so we'll go to number 2. Everybody okay over there on Instagram? I don't see any questions yet. Stay relevant. Last week we talked about swag less, and I gave you all some tips and some pointers about how to spend your money that you have in your business and to spend less on all of those swag items. And I gave you guys tips on things that you should invest in. And one of the things I said was to invest in training and to increase your knowledge. So this is where you're staying relevant. So stay relevant in your market, because this is where it pays off. You can now shift your services to meet current demands. You've already talked to your vendors and manufacturers. You know, you guys have worked out how you need to make those adjustments, maybe, you know, to your products and your services. If it's, you know, some little tweak or something, let's say you have a tech gadget that you want to add another feature to, that's something huge and will make that difference in you selling these products or not. All right, I always give the example of, well, not always, but sometimes I give the example when you think about your market or your industry as like a game, a game. So let's say a professional basketball game. You're playing with the mindset of what an owner or a coach would have. So you have to be able to predict and respond to outside influences quickly. So it's like you're always going to be on the offensive side and not the defensive side. You guys, okay, I see some likes going, so y'all are following me, right? So if you've ever, I don't know how many of you, if you've been an athlete, type in number 1 so I know who the athletes are out here. So if you've been an athlete, remember, you know, you sit in these sessions and your coach is laying out different strategies for you, or you spend time learning strategies, and you spend time watching reels of other teams play so that you understand what their moves are, so that you can either prevent or counter react to those. So it's the same thing in business. You can't think like a fan and expect to win or get paid. So that's what I need you all to understand. Hey, Miranda. Hey, Kim. I see you guys have joined. I had to scroll down my my little timeline. All right. Any questions about number 2? Number 3, we're moving on. Stay connected. Attend industry events. These are opportunities for you to network and keep your eyes and ears on what's happening in your market. You never want to be the last to know what's going on. Subscribe to newsletters and follow people on social media to discuss your market. There is free information out here everywhere. There are groups in all, did I lose an earring? Oh, no, I didn't, sorry. There are groups out here on Facebook that you can join where people just talk about specific industries. I believe in networking and networking with people that do what you do. My philosophy is there's enough money out here for all of us to get paid, okay? Don't operate in a vacuum. See what the people who are purchasing products from you, as well as similar products, what are people saying about it? Like, how could it be improved, if they like it, if they love it? You know, so as you're building and developing your products and services, know what people are saying. And for goodness sake, listen. Listen to what people are saying. They will tell you what they need. Remember, I think it was back on either my first or second live session, I said to you guys that products and services are based off of need. So you can find what you need just by listening to people. Listen to what they are telling you. That is huge. Most of us don't do that very well. Everybody okay over on Instagram? I tend to talk straight at Facebook for the most part. So Instagram's over here on my left. I don't know how it comes up for you guys. All right, number 4, diversify your business inventory. So I don't want you all to miss out on opportunities where you guys can make money. And what do I mean? So we'll use another example. Let's take a car dealership, for example. They sell cars, right? You want to go get a car, you go to a dealership, you buy a car. Well, they also sell services that marry well with your car purchase. So we'll go through the list. And if you guys think of something that I missed, type it in. So a car dealership, you buy your car. You can also get your car repaired from there. You can get your car serviced at that same place. If let's say you don't want to use their repair shop and get anything serviced, you can buy your parts from there, because now with all the technology and all these parts, sometimes you have to buy your part from the dealership because you can't get it anyplace else. On top of that, they sell warranties, they sell accessories. So they've looked at not just this one product, but how do I take this one product and expand it on other things that marry with my product or service that I can sell to you. So I say that to you all to say, you guys need to do the same thing. You can't just have one thing that you're offering, because if that one thing is either obsolete or the market at the time doesn't want that or doesn't want to pay for it, you need to have some other things that you can do. Okay? All right. I think what else did I miss? I know you guys all have cars. I'm sure you guys go to dealerships and oh, I know they outsource like detailing services. I'm just trying to give you guys some ideas that when you're thinking about building your business, what you all can do to generate more income and stay relevant. All right, number 5. And this is the last one. We did this quick today. We're only 20 minutes in. That means I'll have time for questions. But sometimes you guys are a quiet bunch. I think I'm gonna start making y'all talk so we can be a little bit more interactive. So number 5 is ensure that all of your legal ducks are in a row, especially in times of death, because you don't know what may happen, because that's when the ugly comes out of most people. So this is a good segue into next week's topic. I am partnering with Eric Tyrone of Tyrone Law Group, and he is going to join me, and we are going to talk to you about all things legal for your business as well as for yourself, and the things that you need to have in place. So for all of those tips and legal documents that you absolutely need, I'm going to save those for next week. But my tip is to definitely have everything legally in place for you all when your market shifts, so that you know which way you're moving and you guys are doing it in a proper way. So that's all I have. We went through that quickly today. It's 7:21. We've got 4 minutes left for Q&A, because I only spend 25 minutes with you guys. So try to give you a little hit it and quit it on Sundays. You get to come in, have a little fun, and then you get to go back and think about things. Okay, here we go. KB says, how about joining associations and memberships in the industry? Absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. That is definitely, number one, it's a good way to stay relevant on what's happening in your industry, what's going on, but it's a good way to generate business, new clients, as well as for you, it's a good way to have opportunities where you can teach other people what you do. So for example, I am a certified project manager, so I'm a member of the Project Management Professional organization, so we call it PMP. I'm a co-founder of one of the Washington, D.C. chapters, and I also teach project management. So it's definitely a good way for you to stay relevant and to know what's going on. Yes, LinkedIn is also a very good tool. And I am not savvy, I'll be very honest, I'm not savvy with LinkedIn, but you can also monetize as your business. You can monetize your LinkedIn, and there are lots of ways to do that. So you can Google that and find out information. Maybe at some point, I may learn how to do all of that so that I can teach it to you all. Any other questions? Let's see, let me scroll down. Hey, Ange, welcome back. Glad you guys came. Hey, Elaine Softly, I think this is your first time joining me. Tell us where you're located. And again, if you guys have a business, I'm a big sharer. So you have a business, type in your business, type in your website where people can find you. Tell us what you do. There's Miranda. No more questions? I'll wait for a second. I know there's a delay. So I'll give you guys about 30 seconds to a minute to type. And I don't know if you guys can hear in the background, my daughter and my little granddog came to visit, and he's downstairs crying. when he is left alone or can't see or hang out with one of us, he starts crying. So he came in all excited right before I went live, and like he could not contain himself. I'll have to get it on video one day so people can see, because my daughter's like, Mommy, I don't know why my dog loves you so much. He just gets so excited when he's coming to see you. But I think it's because I spoil him. But I'm going to have to stop doing that. And Thea, if you're still online, I think my daughter may be coming over to your house to see your grandbabies. All right, here's another question. How do you feel network marketing companies? How do I feel about them, or how do I feel like you can market, or in terms of industry changing with network marketing, because you see companies pop up and then they're here one day, gone the next? Cordell, I'll wait for you to clarify your question. Or I don't know if you're asking me how I feel about network marketing companies. I mean, personally, I think network marketing works if you work, and that goes with anything that you do. I'm not sure if that was your question. I'm not a network marketer. It's not my thing. But there are some great products out here and services that you can get, like Legal Shield is one of those services I think most of us have by now because they've been around for so long. So that's a network marketing, type product. No problem, Ange. You can listen later. It'll be there forever on Facebook. Well, maybe. I don't know yet. Maybe at the beginning of the year. Once I decide when I'm going to do my official launch. I'm still working on updating some products and services that I want to be able to offer to you guys, and how I'm going to be doing business a little bit differently. I may still keep them there, or I may not. Cordell, I was waiting for you to expand on your question. Let me scroll down and see if you did. Okay, here we go. Renee, our website is still under construction, unveiling soon. We'll be at the Suburban Maryland Home Show next week. Okay, that's good. That's a good place to be. Are you guys going to be vending there, KB? If you want to type in what you all's business is, go ahead and type it in. But I'm not going to type it in because I don't know if you want people to know. So I'll let you do that. Okay, how do I feel about them, and how to market yourself worth it to join? So Cordell, I think that depends on you. If you believe that you are going to put in the time, energy, effort, follow all of the processes and protocols to make that business work for you, and it has to be something that you believe in, because you are selling someone else's product or service as your own, and it's something that you didn't necessarily create. So you just have to totally believe in it and want to do the legwork, the same as you would do with any other business, to build up your clientele and to sell your product. The good thing, though, I mean, with network marketing, they really do a lot for you. You don't have to do everything on your own, kind of like buying a franchise. Where with franchises, you pay a fee to, let's say, own a McDonald's, and you have to follow all of McDonald's, protocols, procedures. Everyone has the same look and feel, so you don't really get to have a huge say in how you do business. But with the network marketing, I believe, I don't know for sure, that however you choose to sell and market yourself, you can. You can still utilize all of the same traditional direct marketing strategies, social media strategies. You can still use those to market and advertise your business. Okay, there you go, KB. Yes. So KB, she's a client of mine. They own a company called Patio Island LLC. They sell outdoor furniture. So we are getting their website together and helping them get ready to launch and all that good stuff. So if you are looking for patio furniture, KB and her husband are the place to go. They have some really nice things. There you are. Okay. So the spring home show. KB, You said you don't, your website is not fully up to date. At least have something there, a landing page or something that says, you know, the types of products that you guys offer. I would not go to a home show as a vendor and not have my website up. At least I would definitely not have anything that says under construction. So you need to at least get your landing page together, and put the types of products that you guys offer and how someone can contact you to purchase those products or to see a catalog if you don't have your online catalog ready. So don't go to a show, because it wouldn't be worth the vendor fee that you have to pay for you guys to do it. And your website is under construction too. Yes. You guys gotta get your websites up if you're going to be using them, even if it's just one landing page that says, you know, here are my products and services, and here's how you can reach me, you know, contact me, especially if you're not necessarily selling your product from your website yet. But yeah, you guys gotta get your websites up and your social media. Make sure, you know, you've got your Instagram, your Facebook, your Twitter, your LinkedIn, all of that stuff in your business name. Okay, Anne said, my business is Unplugged with Angela, customized retreats around the DC metropolitan area and abroad. I have a midweek mini retreat scheduled for 12/20. I will be in Cancun on 12/20, getting some sun. I need a little bit of sun in my life, and celebrating my daughter's graduation from college, and my birthday, and her birthday, and my good friend's wedding. So we are packing all of this into one trip. So I won't be able to come, but I would love to come next time. And this sounds really interesting. Unplugged with Angela. I like that. We'll have to talk a little bit more, Angie. Give me a call. My number is public. I don't hide it because it's my number that I use for my business. But it's 301-980-0079. If any of you want to reach out and contact me and talk about either starting your business or, you know, getting yourself started. Or if you need help growing your business in the case of like KB. Lisa, hey, I owe you, and I'm going to do it public, a huge apology, because I was supposed to go to her special event last night, and I got up, I got dressed, I got all pretty, and I was like, oh, I still have an hour. I'm going to lay down for about 15, 20 minutes because the event is like 10 minutes away. I closed my eyes, and I woke up at 12:30. I was tired, y'all. I've been working, busting my butt, helping people and doing a lot of stuff, and I was tired. Like, I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear my phone ring, like nothing. So I owe Lisa a huge apology, and I'm going to take you out, and it's just going to be you and me for one night to make it up to you. But I'll see you in Cancun. I will definitely be there. I know I missed a good time. That's why I'm really mad at myself. But then I was up till like almost 4 o'clock this morning because I had this long nap. So at like 3:30, I'm up chilling, and I was like, what can I do? Nobody I can call. So I ended up watching Set It Off. I haven't seen that in forever. So I watched that, and then finally I had to make myself go to sleep. I did. Yes, we are going to make up for it, Lisa, and please accept my apology. Tuned in her wedding news. How about that? Me talking about my weekend. All right, guys. I don't see any more questions business related. I keep telling you all need to take these 25 minutes that I give to y'all for free and write out all your questions that you have and bring them to this live feed, because I will answer them for you guys for free. Because if you call me on that number I just gave you, I'm going to send you an invoice. Okay? All right, guys. Oh, hate that. Can't sleep for the... Yes, exactly. Exactly. And then I was up at... I guess I got back up at about 9 this morning. Started doing some more stuff and cussing myself out because I was so mad I missed it. I was all cute, too. Oh, you know what, though? I'm cute today, too. Beza did my makeup for Dr. Roz's event. So I think I'm cute. I don't know about y'all, but whatever. So we are going to end the night. I thank you guys again for joining me. I really appreciate you all taking time out of your busy Sunday to listen in and tune in with me. So get ready for next week, 7 p.m. It'll be me and Eric Tyrone talking about all legal things in your business that you're going to need. And that's all that I have. Thank you guys so much. I will see you next week.